Alright, let's get right into it. We're going to start a new game. Classic mode immerses you fully in the world of Greyshaft. Enemies are ferocious and your character can barely stand on his own 2 feet. You need to keep a close eye on your vitals because you won't want to find yourself in the middle of the forest at night, hungry, tired, and with no hope of salvation. I'm going to go with Classic. Let's get started.
For centuries, the Kingdom of the Seven prospered under a wise and generous ruler. Chosen by the gods, he united the 7 major islands and gave their inhabitants what they needed most: peace, order, and a single faith. The islands lived in harmony for generations, united not only by friendly relations, but also by close economic ties. Though great distances separated the islands, merchant ships frequented the trade routes, and the Kingdom of the Seven flourished. This prosperity endured for a long time, but the king's influence could not remain strong everywhere forever, and the soldiers of his order have faded away amidst peace and plenty. Basalt, the 7th island, was the first to stop sending out trade ships, and there has been no word from the 6th island for some time now. Worrisome rumors of islands seceding and declaring independence started to circulate in the capital.
Tristan! Tristan! You alive in there? Open the door, you can die later!
Damn it, Medez.
Never fear, princess!
I'll break down this prison door and have you freed in no time.
Seriously?
Sorry, I got carried away. Did you just wake up? Everyone's wondering where you are.
Wait, surely it can't be. It's not today.
Well, yeah. Everyone's been at the Guildhall all morning waiting for you. Wilbert finally sent me to wake you up. Said to bring you in dead or alive.
Damn it all.
What's all the
Sure how
commotion
it feels
about
to
anyway?
oversleep.
Is old Willie trying to give you more work?
Well, you could say that, yeah.
You only just finished that last job. Why didn't he give this one to one of us instead?
The work involves maps that I made.
Which maps? The ones you were doing for 6 months?
Not those, the ones of Greyshaft.
The 5th island? I could have told them what they need to know.
I doubt that. I experimented with a new way of charting the reef locations. The Mjordan system.
Oh, so you're saying that it's your own fault, huh?
I suppose so.
Finally! About time!
About time you put some
So,
clothes
you said
on.
everyone's waiting at the Guildhall?
Not anymore. Those armoured lumps got all nervous and headed off. They're at the port. Said to have you come and meet them there. Who are they, anyway?
Old friends of Willie's. That's my understanding of it.
From the Order. Armour, cloaks, stony faces. Never thought Willie would have those kind of friends.
Well, only one of them's a friend, apparently. Captain Gellert. The other's just his second in command. Sirdar's his name.
Well, that would explain why they're so attached at the hip.
Look lively! What are you reaching for, you crud?
Bring those here.
Hey, be careful.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Where's Jonak? Anyone seen
Bosun
Jonak?
will flog the hide off me for that.
So, here we are. This is where we part.
Here we are. What? You're not coming to see me off?
I saw you off from your house. Willie already gave me a scolding when he sent me to fetch you. And I don't really want to catch his eye again.
What did he scold you for?
I thought it was going to be an ordinary day at work, so I took a little nap.
Sleeping on the job? The dares.
Looks
You'll
like I'm
want
not
to
the only one
talk.
that sleeps in, huh?
Well, I hope you have a good trip, and come back soon. You might even make it in time for Titan's Day.
That's right. You know, I was going to invite Kaylee.
That's the way it goes. Can't help it. You won't have time for the fairer sex with all this order business. Safe travels, Tris.
So long, my friend.
Tristan, my boy, what took you so long?
Was
I'm
sleeping.
sorry, Master Wilbert. I got the days mixed up.
Well, nothing to be done. At least you're here now.
If you'd have taken any longer, your master would have had to sail off in your place.
But don't think you would have gotten off easy.
Don't scare the poor man. There's no harm in waiting a little.
I ordered you to be here at noon. Follow my commands exactly from here on out. This isn't a pleasure cruise.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
yes.
That's
sir.
the last thing I need.
Gennett,
What?
can I speak with you a moment?
Don't worry, cartographer. The captain isn't as stern as he looks. He'll grumble a bit and then calm down. You haven't forgotten where we're sailing, right?
An old cove on the southwest shore. The landing spot was chosen by your navigator to avoid the harbor.
Ah, see? Your memory's still sharp. So you have no problem deciphering all those clever squiggles on your map. What possessed you to chart everything in the Mioran way?
Theirs is the most accurate system.
Ah, I see. Grey
So we're a
Shaft's reefs have been the
cartographer,
ruin
then.
of many, so accuracy's
Alright.
a must. Oh yes, I meant to ask you last time. Any chance you can handle a sword?
Somewhat.
Did you do your military service on Tantaras?
Like everyone else. So, if you give me a sword, I can put it to use.
I'd like to hope it won't come to that. We need your skills as a cartographer, not a swordsman first and foremost.
And if
Yeah,
a
but
fight
I
does
can do
happen,
both, right?
no need to worry. We can always protect you.
I feel better already.
Tristan,
Yes, Master Wilbert?
take this. I expect a full detailed report. Write down every step you take.
Now I
I'll
have
check it
homework.
when you
Come
get
on,
back.
man.
Of course, Master Wilbert. You can always count on me.
I certainly hope so. Right then, honorable knights, Tristan, as they say, 7 winds guide you.
Every blessing, my friend. The one will watch over you.
Farewell, sir.
Those clouds don't bode well, Commander. I don't like this weather. We can wait a day or two, can't we? Grey Shaft isn't going anywhere.
Not possible. The General's orders were clear. Immediately. The volcanoes will soon awaken.
The Blight. It's coming now?
So it
Volcanoes.
seems. Our path to Greyshoft could well be cut off. Orders are orders. Rally our brothers, Sirdar. We need to get underway while the sailors are still sober.
Hear that, cartographer?
That won't last
Bad
very
weather,
long.
volcanoes,
I know that from
sweaty man in a
experience.
cramped cabin. Not worth trading your soft bed in the capital for, is it?
Nothing to do for it. Our duty calls.
Speak sense, Tristan. As for the soft bed, it'll be all the softer once this is over. Now muster those lazy sods, Sirdar.
Ready, nuns? Straighten your habits and get on the ship. It's time to head out.
Hell yeah, on a boat. A big boat. A mighty boat. Alright, and we're off. And let's see where we wind up. So I have high hopes for this game. I'm hoping that it turns out good. We'll see. Ooh, eerie music. We have arrived at our destination. With a bellyache. There are many different opportunities to interact with the world in Greyshaft, from starting a dialogue with a character to opening and picking up objects. Ease the suffering. What if I don't want to ease it? The vomit button.
Oh, cartographer! What do you think of Greyshaft?
Not quite what I expected.
I can see that. Your face is the exact color of the island. Have you been to see Emmett? He's our physician.
I'm looking for him now.
You'll find him that way.
Yeah,
Ask
so it
him
can
for a
help with this
concoction
puking
or
problem.
some herbs to chew. Come find me when you're feeling better. There's something we need to discuss.
Well, let's discuss it now. Alright. Let's see.
Better.
Movement feels
Can't
kind of
trust
nice.
anyone nowadays. They arrested someone in the port last night. Maybe I should move to the village.
This the guy?
Excuse me.
What do you need?
Hi, I'm Tristan,
this must
the
be the guy.
cartographer.
I know who you are. Doesn't change my question. What do you need?
I'm so nauseous, I can
I'm
hardly
puking
stand.
my guts up.
I'm sick of looking at the contents of my stomach. Please help me.
Look, here, we're in dire straits. Some sod forgot to keep an eye out on the water barrels back in his starter. Now half the crew's laid out from drinking bad water.
I see that.
Look closer. Sailors are shitting blood. Some of them right in the bunks.
That's
so
nasty.
what's that you say? You feeling a little queasy, are you?
Probably not.
All right. Got it? You
Not
have
a
no
good
time
idea.
for me. I'm on my way out.
Wait. I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
What do you mean?
I want to make these poor men a tincture. Already sent one of the sailors to fetch me boiled water. But for the best effects, I'll need some alcohol. There's brandy in my chest. It's locked. Here's the key. Bring me back brandy, and I'll figure something out for your queasiness.
All right, I'll fetch it for you.
There's a chest here, is this it?
Yes! 3 bottles of brandy. Should I give the physician all of them, or...?
Oh, I took his apple too. I wonder if that'll be a problem. Does that mean I can keep a bottle? So as far as I can tell, this game doesn't really give you any pins to where you're supposed to go. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't see a way to get to a map. That is a big ass ant.
What a thick fog.
Holy shit.
Do you have them?
Yep, I've got the brandy.
Should we give him all of them? I feel like he'd know how many bottles of alcohol he had. What if I just keep one?
There were only 2 bottles in the chest.
Some filthy dog probably nicked one and drank it.
Who
All
would
right,
have done that?
cartographer, how's your nausea? Still suffering?
No, I feel better. Toughed it out, I guess.
Well, off with you then. I've work to do.
Thank you for the bottle of brandy. He'll never know. Return to Serdar. Is this him?
Hey, stop right there. Where do you think you're going?
Where can I find Serdar?
He's over there.
Where?
Okay, so it makes it kind of obvious. It doesn't tell you where to go.
What a thick
Feeling
fog.
better,
There
Tristan?
he is.
More or less.
Very good. Let's talk a bit. We've sailed almost halfway across the kingdom together, but I hardly know anything about you. This whole journey is like a dream come true for you, right?
Yes. Dealing with paperwork isn't exactly an adventure.
Is that what you think we're doing? Going on an adventure?
I do realise you're going to Greyshaft on important business.
Important, and also likely dangerous. Tell me,
Sounds fun.
cartographer, what would you do if we encountered bandits? Remember, you stand before an Order knight. So answer truthfully.
I'd
I'd
fight
help
him.
you fight them off. I wouldn't have much choice in the matter.
Strength
I'd
plus
just
1, baby.
grab something heavy and start hitting.
One help you. You were ambushed on your way to the privy. The bandits know you're not alone. Their knives are at your throat, and they're demanding you take them to our camp. What would you do, Tristan?
Try to buy some time? Or fight? Buy some
Try
time.
and buy some time. Helping them wouldn't be an
Stamina
option.
plus
I'd just
1.
be killed. But you never know.
You're an interesting one, cartographer. All right, run along to the navigator. He's getting impatient.
Alright, where's the navigator? Is it this guy?
You again.
I'm just going for a walk.
You can go for a walk later. No one leaves, that's orders.
Okay,
No
so we have
one
established that
leaves. Am I a
this is
prisoner or
not the
something?
guy.
I get the orders, I follow the orders. Back where you came from.
You don't have to be so nice about it.
Cartographer, it's about time.
This must be
My
the guy.
bad.
Are you trying to placate me?
I'm trying to apologise. I know I wasn't any help with charting the course. In any case, I'm sorry for letting you down.
That'll do for starters. My name's Murray.
Triss,
Oh, brandy. You know what the last fella offered me?
beer?
No, it's a long tale. Want to hear it?
Oh, so I gave him the brandy I kept. Cool, cool. Wasn't gonna drink that or anything. Sure.
Of course. Tell me.
I made a bet once with a sailor we called Horsefly. We were caught in a storm and ended up in the midst of some forsaken archipelago with no safe harbour or fresh water anywhere around. Just lizardfish and stingers. Horsefly worked in the galley. He started spreading panic. Say we'd been banished to the edge of the world, we'd never make it out. We'd die here and all that. Everyone was in low spirits at the time, so his words started sounding more and more true to them. The captain and the quartermaster stood there, stone-faced, knowing that the smallest action could lead to a riot in this atmosphere. Everyone understood. But after what Horsefly had said, I was stung by pride and suddenly
Gonna burn your
had
hair,
an
buddy.
idea
You're
on how
gonna
to
burn your
get
hair, buddy.
out of the situation. So, I told Horsefly, edge of the world, never make it out. You think I'm your navigator or just a useless sack of rat shite, you bastard. But he kept going. We're lost, we can't make it out. We'll fall into the jaws of a sea serpent. So I said to him, let's make a bet. If I can't chart us a course home, you can take my most valuable possession. Whatever you can find. But if I can get us back to familiar waters, the second you admit we're safe, you must give me something that can't be found on the ship. And I knew that we'd polished off the last drop of spirits a week before. There were no more grog, not even a splash of homebrew. If I do this, I said, then you, Horsefly, have to serve me alcohol the second I demand it. The whole crew fell silent. Horsefly came out of his panic to think, then agreed. The sailors all calmed down. They were all intrigued to find out if I could really find a way home. And they wondered, if it really did happen, how would Horsefly get me a drink? To tell you true, cartographer, I had a trick up my sleeve. The first thing any navigator worth his salt learns to look for in times like that is the cuckoo, our brother's favourite guiding star. It shines night and day, even if faintly. It had taken me a little while, but I had indeed spotted it. Then I knew approximately which way we needed to go, which is why I made such a bold bet. We'd drifted far, as you can believe, of course, but we did get back to friendly waters. With everyone listening, I announced that we were sailing past the all too familiar volcanoes, which meant it was time for me to wet my whistle.
I heard a lot about these
however,
volcanoes.
was not without his own tricks. Turns out he had a small barrel of incredibly sour wine down in the galley, used to preserve things. All ceremonial-like, he presented me with that barrel and poured me a glass. As soon as the first sip touched my lips, it was as if time stopped. It was more like drinking the driest red vinegar in existence. I had never had anything so sour in my life. The sailors grinned, and all I could do was laugh and admit that he had fulfilled the terms of a bet quite spectacularly. We ended up mixing that wine with water and sugar and shared the resulting drink with the whole crew. Even the captain took a few sips. Those were good times, even though Horsefly is no longer with us.
That's quite the story.
All right,
Quite
let's
the
get
long
to
one.
work, cartographer. The maps they sent you with were actually quite helpful. Your Captain Gellert warned me that they used the Mioran system or something, but I've managed to understand the gist of it. I've done a rough comparison with our charts, so, one willing, we've made it this far, but we've still got a rough journey ahead of us. Once your order gives the signal, we'll need to raise anchor and enter Grey Shaft Harbour like civilized folk. As I'm sure you understand, the reefs around the island are still a threat. While you were busy emptying your insides onto our deck, I charted this course too, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in your opinion. So, tell me, cartographer, how can we get to the port safely? This'll give me a chance to see how well you know your own maps too.
Was I supposed to look at the maps first?
How about we skip your little tests? I'm exhausted from the journey this far and feeling so weak. Can all this cartography business wait another day or two?
What set you down the cartography path? It's work that takes a decent amount of smarts, which I can tell you don't possess.
I feel like everybody here's an ass.
I was naturally drawn to it. I mean, I was always good at drawing and letters. They accepted me into the Cartographers Guild as soon as I got out of the orphanage.
Hey, I see. All right, go report back to your captain.
The city makes me sick. They arrested someone in the port last night. Can't trust anyone nowadays. You said it. Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a bloody fool again last night. Rough, to be sure, but life goes on. Can't trust anyone nowadays.
Ah, Tristan. How are things with the navigator?
Just fine. He's a fine fellow, and I'm sure we'll get on swimmingly.
Always full of jokes. The seasickness hasn't gotten the best of you yet, has it?
It certainly tried its hardest, Captain.
Call me Gellet. You're a civilian. There's no need for titles. You can speak freely. Have you had a good time?
I'm sorry?
Got nothing else to say, huh? Well, let's talk about something else then.
Gellet, why are we sailing to Greyshaft?
Well, you sailed to Greyshaft to make sure the ship reached its shores safely. The crew will replenish the stores of fresh water, and you'll sail back to Astata. But as for the Order's aims, that's not something you're entitled to know.
I thought we were speaking freely
I have a feeling
and
I'm
no
gonna find out.
titles.
Consider that a friendly answer. In any other case, I'd have punched you in the teeth for asking too many questions.
Have you been to the 5th island?
Yes, several years ago.
Was it an official trip? Did you go in through the harbour?
Too official, if you ask me. And not much more pleasant.
Why not?
Because we arrived in port on the Retribution.
I'm not familiar with it. I mean, I saw frescoes of it at the church orphanage, but I don't remember them telling us much about it.
I'm not surprised. Because it's on the Order's conscience, not the Church's. They send the galley called Retribution when there is a direct threat to the King's authority. Or the foundations of our faith are disrupted. No negotiations, no trials, fair or otherwise. Just divine retribution. At the tip of Order Knight swords.
And that happened on Greyshaft?
Unfortunately, yes. Those are bad memories, Tristan. Let's not stir them up.
Have you known Wilbur?
Have you known Wilbert for a long time?
A long time indeed. I broke his nose. Back when I was barely off the boat.
What is with this guy and
Really?
punching people?
The ship had just arrived from Meor. I was still very young. I had managed to sneak on board and hide out in the hold. And I figured I'd be able to sneak back out when we got to Astata. But this fop spotted me. Came up to me with one hand behind his back and started asking questions about who I was and where I came from. I was not much of a talker back then, and I socked him right in between the eyes. He fell back onto his rump, stared at me wide-eyed and asked, "Why did you do that?" Then I saw that he was holding a loaf of bread in his other hand. He had wanted to give it to the little urchin me, and so we made a trade. I gave him my filthy old kerchief to mop up the blood, and he gave me the bread. We've been in contact ever since.
A little boy alone in the ship's hold? Didn't your parents wonder where you went?
There was no one to wonder about me, Tristan. What about you? What do your parents think of your adventure?
I wouldn't know who to ask. I spent my childhood at the church orphanage.
Don't they tell you the names of your parents when you reach adulthood and leave the orphanage?
Yes, but only if you ask. And at that point, I really didn't care. Well, it was lovely talking to you. I think I'll go lie down.
Wait. Now let me ask you a question of my own. That journal you keep. Do you really record every step you take as Wilbert commanded?
I'm trying my best.
Can I take a look? I'm curious.
Yes, of course.
Ha! Some adventure you've been having.
That's for sure.
Thank you for lightening my mood, Tristan. That's truly a luxury in our line of work.
Certainly, Gellert. Anytime.
All right, Tristan. You should get some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Commander, I'll stand watch. I'm wide awake.
That won't be necessary. I have men to post. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. You should rest as well.
Alright, so that was a lot of talking. Let's see if something more interesting happens. Oh shit! That's not what I was expecting when I said that. Holy shit. Holy shit, that was out of nowhere. Let me guess, we're the only one that survived. You're likely to end up with more minor wounds than minor victories under your belt. These wounds slightly lessen your combat capabilities, but they heal in their own time. Do note that if you get another minor wound while wounded, your injuries will worsen and become a serious wound.
That hurt.
Yeah, I'd say it hurt, but not as much as the guy that took an arrow to the fucking head.
One almighty.
Cartographer! Cartographer!
You all right? You alive?
I'm alive. I'm mostly alive.
I'm glad you survived. I like this guy.
Just going to rest a bit.
What happened? I remember people... crash. Then I woke up ashore.
Fun, wasn't it? They were waiting for us. Caught us in an ambush like fish in a net. I think they hit the ship to make sure no one could escape.
An ambush? I thought this was a secret mission.
You thought right, cartographer. I hope we'll have time to ponder this idea again sometime. But no worries. Things aren't really all that bad.
Right. Couldn't be better.
Judge for yourself.
What?
You're alive,
What could be worse?
I'm alive, and we still have that scroll. Which means we can get to the Order as planned. Just...
As planned. We have to get off this island. Everyone's dead.
Quit your complaining. Our mission is still to find Answer and give him the letter. Once it's in his hands, there'll be an Order ship to take you straight back to the capital. Perhaps there'll be a place for me on that ship too. One willing. Listen carefully, Tristan. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a mess. And I really don't want to kick the bucket here in this one forsaken cove. There was a physician on the ship with us, remember? He always wore a ridiculous hat.
Yeah, the guy I
Oh,
stole brandy
yeah.
from.
I went to him when I was seasick and he called me a drunk.
He may not have been the best company, it's true. But he knew his trade well. You need to find his bag. It's big, with a belt strap. There should be a few healing potions inside in red flasks. They'll help stop the bleeding. Do you know any prayers to the One?
I know the last rites.
How appropriate. While you're looking for the bag, best pray that the potion flasks are all still in one piece. Because otherwise you'll have to go dig up his chest, which went down with his cabin on the ship. And I don't think I'll last long enough for you to find it. Come now. You set sail with us in search of adventure, did you not? Here's your first quest. Save this night. Maybe eventually you'll get around to saving princesses.
That would, red bag. Pick that up. Huh, I thought I'd be able to use that as a weapon.
What a nightmare. This is our physician. Or was. Aha!
There's his bag.
One bottle's still intact. But just one.
What the hell is that?
I can manage.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
Here.
Did you find it? My hero.
That I am.
Ah, I feel better already. Thank you, Tristan. Now listen to me. I just need another minute here, then we'll get moving. The Order's headquarters on this island is north of here. Like I said before, we need to get this letter to their leader, Ansa. And then you'll get on that ship. And who knows? Maybe I will too.
What happened to the men who ambushed us?
Ah, they're not around right now, so there's nothing to worry about. And anyways, counting you, there's 2 of us now. And as my Uncle Tibor always said, 1's an easy target, but 2's trouble. So we'll be fine.
Did your uncle
I mean,
say
there
anything
was
about
like 30
beaches
of us,
covered in
but-
corpses?
When it comes to dead men's possessions, there's no superstition in a time of need. He runs a tavern on Greyshaft. Has tons of stories. So come on, grab yourself a weapon and bring me my sword. It's sticking out of that scum over there.
There's
There's
something
a sword.
engraved on the handle. To my favourite nephew from Uncle T.
How cute. Now we need to find me a weapon, right? You know what? We're taking it.
He's dead. But the potion. How?
Oh. Okay. Looks like we're now the favorite nephew.
The letter. He said that the Order would help me get home.
All right. Do I need to equip the... No? Okay.
Farewell.
Why farewell? On the contrary. Hello there,
Oh,
my
thank
good
the
man.
one! Please, help me, we
How stupid do you have to be to think that they're gonna fucking help you? We're screwed. At least we're warm. Wrapped up in a blanket. So I feel like here's a good place to leave off. If you guys watched the full video, I really appreciate it. If you skipped around, I completely understand. I probably would have done the same thing. Either way, if you're here, I appreciate you being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and part 2 will be coming out very shortly. Until next time.